So welcome to Just the Negatives, where we take a piece of tech and we give you 4 possible deal-breaking things that might make you not want to buy it, because I know sometimes the negatives are better than the positives when it comes to making a decision, especially an expensive decision. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new iPads, the iPad Pros, the 5th gen that were just released. So without further ado, let's get started. So there are a ton of new upgrades with the new iPad Pros, the new M1 processor, the better screen. Well, on some of the iPads, a better screen anyway. But there's one thing that didn't get any better, and that's going to be the price. These things are pretty pricey. See, the price of the new iPad is going to run you anywhere from $10.99 if you're looking for the big 12.9 inch 128 gigs to about $23.99 if you're looking for a 2 terabyte Wi-Fi and 5G option. Now, iPads have always been pricey, but this year they've gotten even pricier, and that can be a deal breaker for a lot of people because these things are now going into the realm of PCs and computers and laptops, and there are a lot of still restrictions that these iPads have when they're put up against a full laptop, and a lot of the Apple products are within the same price range as some of these iPads. So if a person is going in spending already $1,200 to $1,300 on an iPad, they may want to consider looking into a MacBook or something that's a little bit more robust than a tablet. There's no doubt that these iPads offer some really great functionality, some great speed, but at this price point, there are a ton of other options available for someone who just takes a couple of minutes to look. Now, one of the cool new things with the new iPad is that one of them anyway has a new liquid retina XDR display, and I say one of them because it's only really available on the 12.9 inch model, which could be a deal breaker for someone looking for a smaller, more portable iPad with also a good screen. Now, don't get me wrong, the iPad screens themselves are pretty good, but if you're looking to upgrade, you want the latest and greatest technology. That's the reason why you're going to spend so much money on a brand new iPad. And there are not a lot of people out there that want the 12.9 inch. Some people want a smaller version of the iPad with still that great screen that they put on the 12.9 inch. So if you have an 11 inch iPad currently and you're looking to upgrade to the new 5th gen, you may want to consider this a deal breaker for you because you're not getting the latest technology on the screen itself. And there's no doubt that possibly within the next release of the iPad, the 11 inch version is probably going to have that updated screen. So if you're a person that doesn't really upgrade your technology that often, you may want to skip this one and actually wait for the next release, hoping that they do put the better technology in the 11 inch as well as the 12.9. Now, speaking of new technology in iPads, this is going to be the first, but not the last iPad that's going to have the M1 chip in it. Probably the M2 chip is going to be in the next one, but this one takes full advantage of that M1 chip, which is the same chip Apple has in its actual computers. You're getting that processing power of a computer in your tablet, which is amazing, and it really just makes the possibilities endless. Unfortunately, with iPad OS, the limitations are very, very present. See, one of the major possible deal breakers for some people with this brand new iPad with the M1 chip is you're expecting it to give you that freedom of processing that you would get with a laptop or a desktop, and you're just not getting that because the operating system is really just holding the power of this processor back. You're still kind of stuck in that mobile tablet space, and it's not giving you the freedom that you would naturally be attuned to when you're using a laptop or you're using a desktop. The iPad can do some really great processing, and the M1 chip just adds to the overall power and speed that the iPad has to offer, but iPad OS just hasn't caught up with, I guess, the expectations of a lot of people. If you're going to put an M1 chip inside of an iPad, then you want to have the full access to an operating system the same way you would on a laptop, for instance. But I guess that would really kill their laptop division. So Apple's kind of still keeping it reined in. So it could be a deal breaker for a lot of people to spend so much money on a piece of technology that seems to be shackled by the operating system that it's using. And the other deal breaker is kind of a nitpicky one. I definitely admit to that, but bear with me here. It is that there's no variety in the design of these iPads. These iPads look exactly the same as the iPads that came before it, and those looked very similar to the iPads that came before that. Apple's recently been injecting some color into their overall product lineup, but nothing with the iPad Pro, which is kind of sad and kind of a letdown. You're still just getting the base, boring silver or gray design with basically the same kind of design that you've seen before. If you've seen one iPad, you've kind of seen them all. For a company that puts a lot of attention on how they design their products and how well designed they are and how beautiful they look and how sleek they look, having just two options on a kind of boring looking iPad can be a deal breaker for some people. So there you have it, folks. You have the iPad Pro, which is really pricey, and they kind of force you to buy the pricier one if you want the full iPad Pro experience, with an extremely great processor that's being held back by the operating system, and overall just a boring, forgettable design. But the main question is, are any of these really deal breakers for you? Because if they're not, then the iPad Pro would probably be the best tablet on the market for you. But let me know in the comment section down below. Go ahead and comment down if I missed any deal breakers you have for the iPad Pro. I want to know about it in the comment section down below. Sound off and let me know what you think. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure to check out some of the other videos we have up on the channel. And as always, make sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And remember, if you have the opportunity to be a smart friend, take it. Until next time, stay safe and peace out.